But maybe enough of English imperialism. We should let Yanis speak. Let the Greek speak. You've invented sports, so you should know about football.
Yeah, we invented sport. Yeah, we invented everything.
They invented the Trojan horse,
but not football. We didn't invent football. It was brought over by the British Army. Like a lot of other
Brits again.
I have some good stuff. No, look, I haven't watched a single match since Eric Cantona hung up his shoes, because I was a great Cantona fan, and I watched football up until then, and then I haven't watched. It's just like Formula One. The day Ayrton Senna died, I stopped watching Formula One. So, but for this Euro 20, I did something that connected me to my childhood, and that will be my entry point to our conversation tonight. I listened to Radio 5. I listened to the radio commentary for the final, and that reminded me, because when I was growing up in Greece, there was no television. It's not that we didn't have a television in our house like Ken. There was no television in the country. Television arrived in Greece, even black and white, in 1969, 1970. Really? So I have memories of growing up without television, and I remember listening to football commentary on the radio, which was fantastic. The best pictures come from radio anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So I tried to live that. So I listened to the penalty shootout on Radio 5. It was fascinating. It was a lot more interesting than watching it on the screen. And that reminded me of that period in Greece, because when I was growing up in the fascist dictatorship. And I think that the one thing I want to bring to the conversation is the paradox that is football. And I'll bring it out with a story. It's 1971, around April, May, something like that. And a Greek team, Panathinaikos, for the first time and the last time, makes it to the final of the Champions League, which was called the European Champions Cup or something back then. And there was the semi-final was in Athens against Red Star Belgrade. And I remember because I was watching that, 4-1, we won, the Greek side, and I was watching that with my mother. And we were cheering. At the same time, a stone's throw, when I say stone's throw, I mean 300 yards from the football stadium, there was the torture chamber of the secret police, the military police to be precise, Essa. One of the people being tortured there was my mother's brother. We knew all that. We knew that inside the stadium there were the represented, the colonels of the fascist dictatorship cheering the team on. Like every good fascist dictator, they loved the fact that the Greek team was doing well. But this is the paradox. You have leftists. Football is the only game that brings together. It's a bit like Greek Easter or Catholic Easter. It's the only thing that can bring fascists and their victims together under the same roof. So, and that's why it's important, not to paint football as in black and white terms, because the main thing, and I think this is something we are trying to do in this program, chat, whatever we call it. Let's talk it over. Highlight the importance of solidarity, whether it's with Palestinians, whether it's with the working class, whether it's international solidarity. And we live in societies. You mentioned, Roger, you mentioned the North, the South. I mentioned Greece. But every single society, whether it's Teesside, Devon, Greece, or Belgium, we live in societies where we have a lack of solidarity. Men and women are deprived of solidarity in their lives, and football, is the last bastion of solidarity. It produces it in noodles, sometimes in a frenzied manner, and and it's also very beautiful. It's a very beautiful game.